The 4-month sleep regression. This is something that comes up quite a lot, and I tend to get quite a lot of questions about it. And at this stage, it can feel like things are regressing and going backwards, but actually what's happening is that things are progressing. Things are changing because they're moving forward. Your child is progressing with their development physically and mentally, and there's nothing going wrong with their sleep. It's just that things are changing and sleep is taking shape. There has been a shift in their sleep needs, and it feels that things are different. It doesn't mean to say that things are bad or wrong, it's just different to how it's been up until that point. And at this stage, it's likely that you will notice that the old tricks stop working. Something which has worked for a while to help your child get to sleep doesn't help anymore. And this is because your child is older and developing awareness, and they're wise to it. So it's not helping anymore because they're ready to learn, to be more independent, and it's likely that they don't require as much input from you. So whereas you might have been holding them at a 40-degree angle, pacing in a clockwise motion for 20 minutes every night to get them to sleep, and that's not working anymore, that's why. So it feels like things are going backwards because you might not necessarily know how to handle that or how to manage that shift or manage that change, because nothing will seem to work, whereas something or maybe several things have worked up until that point. So it's easy to blame a regression instead of working out what's really happening and what changes you can make to get through this difficult stage. At 4 months, naps take more structure, so your baby is ready for more of a rhythm to the day, and they're ready to develop their skills further. They don't want you to keep doing it for them or helping them to get to sleep. Up until now, naps are quite likely to have been unpredictable and all over the place with little or no routine, and that's absolutely normal. Up until 4 months, I always say, don't expect to be able to achieve very much because things will be unpredictable. But change is definitely afoot when they become more ready to achieve their sleep needs as they continue to grow and develop and have a greater awareness of what's happening around them. Bedtime routine is also really important with this, and babies need consistency from you. They need to know what's coming next because it will help them to feel safe and prepared for going to sleep. And the same steps in the same order each night before bed is the best approach, and a shorter version of what you do then during the day for naps is also worthwhile. And if this is something that you are yet to establish for you with your little one, then 4 months is the perfect time at which to do this. At this age, babies are just looking for your help to connect the dots, to line everything up with the right guidance to ensure that they're getting what they need in terms of sleep. They're ready to be more independent, and they're looking to follow your lead. So this is where things can become a bit challenging, because if you don't feel confident about what those changes are or what you're required to do to encourage them to be more independent, then lots of changes and inconsistencies are likely to happen, and this will only lead to feeling unsettled and for things to get worse. And that's where we start to feel like things are moving backwards, and this whole regression phase becomes quite believable. But having a good understanding of what changes are taking place and how best to handle them is definitely the way to help you to successfully navigate through these progressive challenges. So try not to think of it as a regression. Try to be informed and have knowledge on what changes are taking place, how best to help your child to shift with these, and what you can do to encourage healthy sleep habits rather than encouraging them to be reliant on you. Yes, some things might have stopped working, but what can you put in place that will long term help them to be independent and successful with their sleep? Thanks for watching.